today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Brady now on first down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Running right through it. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Ryan will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw. Ryan, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Patterson, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 10, Brady escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Flushed out right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Patterson, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From midfield, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Brady again. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nifty running by Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Fournette on the counter. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Beckham the return. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Phillips now from the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Ryan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ryan to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tampa Bay,